Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 39, Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Mahomes able to complete this to Juju. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. The Texans at a woeful 1-12 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
First down, here's Thompson. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Gordon on first down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw once more on second and 10. Thompson, and he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going for it with Pierce. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Mahomes now on first down. A dump down to McKinnon.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McKinnon now going to try the left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, from 19 yards away.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson.
Eluding the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First target, first catch, and a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Sticking with Thompson here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the gun, it's Thompson. That's complete to Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Juju Smith-Schuster
from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Thompson now, 3rd down.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Working with a 2nd and 3. To the air again, Thompson.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Kadarius Toney.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Now Thompson.
That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Thompson. He gets this one to Mechie.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.